Cholula Extra Hot. So I don't know how long this one's been out. I don't think it's been a long time, but I've never tried it. I came across it at a grocery store somewhere in my travels, and I couldn't remember exactly where. But I spent a small but good portion of time trying to find it in some grocery stores around where I'm at, because I was like, it had to be at a grocery store when I was just doing a look at the sauces and see what's new type of thing, right? But couldn't be found. So I went ahead, I had to order it on Amazon because I want to use this in a different review coming up. But before that, I thought about doing the review of the sauce and the other thing I want to do in the same video, but I thought, no, I respect Cholula sauce. I like it. It's a staple for me. The original, that is. It's one of those gateway sauces for me. It's a phenomenal flavor, and it's a go-to breakfast sauce. You know, really, I'm not disappointed if I go to a diner or I go to a breakfast spot and all they have is Cholula. If that's all they have, am I bummed? A little bit, because sometimes I want something spicier, but if I didn't bring something of my own, that's on me, you know, because we know, right? But if I can get like even some jalapeno slices with my food, breakfast, whatever, and Cholula, I'm going to be honest, I'm a happy guy. I really am. I like that. I'll use a half a bottle, so they might have to bring me a couple bottles, because, you know, sometimes you go to these diners, these breakfast spots, whatever, you know, the bottle's only got that much left in it, so I'm going to kill that real quick. You need to bring me another one, blah, blah, blah. So I figured this sauce deserved a review all on its own. And that's what we're going to do. I'm really interested, though, to see, does it keep the same integrity of the flavor of Cholula? Like, really, does it keep that flavor? And actually, how much hotter is it? I just drank a bottle of Cholula in a video reviewing something else a week ago. So, you know, I haven't used it outside of that particular time in quite a while. But I feel like this is the good time because I did just use Cholula quite a bit. And again, ingredients: water, peppers consisting of arbol and pekin, salt, acetic acid, cayenne gum, thickener, natural flavor, spices, garlic powder, apple cider vinegar, imported by McCormick & Co. From Mexico. I like the label. It's just the original, but black. It looks darker. It does the right thing. It looks like an extra hot version of said sauce, right? It still has the same wooden cork top, which I love. Man, this was a sauce my dad and I just went through like it was, you know, going out of style. This is one of my dad's favorite sauces, still to this day. This is a go-to for him. He loves it. I love it. All right, let's see. It looks a little different, right? I mean, the color looks quite a bit darker than original Cholula. So it's definitely redder, thicker looking. Visually up close, I know you can't really see it on the computer screen there, or the TV screen, however you're watching. But there's noticeable amounts of specks and spices. Very small, granule. They're not like seed size. They're smaller than that, but more so than what you'll find or see in the original. It's the same ingredients, so they must have just upped the pekin and the arbol. Here's the other thing. There's no flow restrictor on these bottles because they're a gooseneck. They're a smaller neck up at the top, right? So there's not much you can do about that, but I have to really, really smell for the Cholula flavor, or smell. You know what I mean? I have to really look for it. And now that I've found it, it's coming more natural. Right off the original smeller too, it didn't smell like Cholula. It smelled vinegary more so, and it smelled like dried chilies more so than that OG Cholula flavor smell. Anyways, this is a long video. We're 10 minutes in and I haven't even tried it. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's coming out really nice. Much darker than the original. The original is a lighter orange. This is quite a bit darker orange. Darker red, I'm sorry. So I can pick up the Cholula smell off the spoon. But again, it's not the predominant smell that I'm getting. Let's try this. I got to be honest. I don't know what I was expecting, right? But I've always asked for Tapatio, or thought in my head, right? Tapatio needs to make a hotter version of Tapatio. This tastes really similar to Tapatio. A little bit hotter than Tapatio. Therefore, it is hotter than the original Cholula, so I'll give them that. It's lost a little bit of that Cholula flavor. And I don't even know off the top of my dome piece right now how to tell you what that flavor is without you just knowing what that flavor is. It's Cholula, right? It's there. It's there. It came in waves. I tasted it middle through the taste and right toward the end, but it's not leaving me with that Cholula flavor. It's leaving me with more of a Tapatio flavor. A little bit more vinegary, pungent vinegary, little bite, a little salty, a little bit. And so I'm happy. I'm not mad at it because I prefer Tapatio over Cholula, right? Because I always felt like Tapatio was hotter, spicier than Cholula. I thought Cholula had an overall better flavor combination going on for it than Tapatio, but I still preferred Tapatio over because it had that little bit hotter profile to it. This is weird. This is weird. This is tasting. And now Tapatio is one of those sauces that I use more than any other sauce outside of when I have it. My friend's sauce, I've reviewed it. My favorite sauce. I can't even, Picante Primo. Yeah, strange, but good. I like it. I think it's well done. And that's why I said earlier, I don't know what I was expecting, right? Because I don't know how much to make it hotter. And because you can taste the dried chilies in this more so than you can in their original recipe. And so they had to up it more to make it hotter So you're going to get more of those flavors than you do in the original. So I understand all that. That's why I say I don't know what I was expecting. But I think based on that statement, I think they did a phenomenal job. I think this is an extra hot Cholula. Guys, I prompt you, if you have the funds and you want to, and you're interested, and you like Cholula, and you like Tapatio, to grab you a bottle of this fucking sauce and tell me that doesn't taste like a Tapatio but hotter. It's really speaking Tapatio to me. I don't know. Even more so on that second spoonful. Now again, like I said, it's hotter than the original Tapatio. Therefore, it is hotter than the original Cholula. I got a nice little burn on the front part of the tongue. It's fucking good. I'd recommend it. If you can find it, if you can get it. Now my question is, would it replace original Cholula? I don't think so. And the reason is, it just doesn't hold up enough. It's there, but it's not enough of the original Cholula flavor for me to not have the original Cholula from time to time. Okay. Now, since I've compared it so much to Tapatio, does it replace regular Tapatio? That's what's going on. That's the hard part for me, because it's not quite Tapatio, but there's something fucking about it that is so close, so reminiscent of Tapatio, but hotter. So it's almost like it would replace original Tapatio. I just bought a gallon jug of Tapatio, so I ain't going to replace it anytime soon. The fact that I went to 4 or 5 different grocery stores, including Walmart, in my area. Online it says Walmart carries this, none of mine do. But I fucking saw this somewhere on a shelf one day. I just don't remember where I was. So somewhere had it, and I was going to buy it then, and I was just like, no, I'll be all right. This bottle will not last long, and that's a bummer, because I would buy this again and keep this in rotation. And I think it just stacks up in between original Cholula and Tapatio for me. Now, it's hotter than both, so I'm not going on heat-wise. I'm just going on... This video could be all day long for me trying to figure this out, so I'm going to kill it here. Guys, it's fucking solid. It's good. The burn on it, the heat on it, it lingers around for a little bit like Tapatio does, right? But then it goes away, and it's just a nice warmth with a slight little bite still on the tip of the tongue. I'm going to end you with that. Thanks for burning with me.